That's not. Oh, it is working. Sweet. Cool. For a moment, I thought my mic was not working. It's going because there had been an OBS update recently. So. Yes, Pigeon, it's a cat. Welcome back from the ads, everyone. Oh boy. Okay, that fixed the mic. Cool. As you can see from over in right here, we are doing more OC pause challenges today. I felt in the mood to try drawing a cat during the sketch, which I did kind of start right before that first ad break, so apologies for those who got caught in that. But also, you shouldn't have any for a full hour, so that is why I have that so early, so that it's about hourly, as well as gets it right off the bat, so we get a full hour. So first things first, moving this little sketch up here. Sketch. Today's first OC Pause challenge is by Bubs. I hope everyone's been having a good day. Yeah, no, my brain is kind of frazzled at the moment. So do anticipate much randomness and much distractions and going off on tangents. Adding a group, add group. This group is gonna be I'll call it building blocks for the name of this layer. You guys can't see it anyway, so you don't need to know. Anyways, getting the link, copying it. Pause challenge. Pin message. That is now pinned. Let's just quickly. Gonna pin those this time instead of leaving them the wind. Uh-oh. I need to just quickly also do something in StreamerBot. I need to actually monitor this stream's chat. on YouTube side. Oh, I need to refresh the chat window I had open. There we go. And everything is sorted. Excellent. Okay, need to quickly send that in YouTube. What? CV. That's now also sent over on YouTube side. Excellent. Can't pin it over there. That sucks. But still, it's a message in chat. So, let us begin with getting results or details for this OC. Oh wait, hang on. I forgot that I forgot to pause. I really am scatterbrained. I apologize. There. Okay, cool. Oh boy, this is gonna be interesting. Full screen. Ah boy. That made it bigger than I intended. Escape. Okay, I'm gonna enlarge this so that I don't have any overlaps. Now, just a sec, make this rectangle. Skin. Over here, paste. Cool. Move you here. Let's go for the next detail. Ooh, scars. Got that in. Move those both up and over. Next. How ironic that I just drew a cat. Clothes. Same as monitor. There we go. Hey Angelic, welcome in. And also, hey Queen, welcome in to you as well. Clothes, eyes. Ooh, these are interesting eyes to have for the OC. Pasting that in behind. Dip, dip, dip. Oh, we're starting with another Chaos Gremlin. That's... oh boy. We're starting where we left off last stream with Chaos Gremlin. Oh boy. Ooh, we get the brows this time. Eyebrows? Not as crazy as you'd think. Ears. Ooh! Many piercings. Yep, no, this is another Chaos Gremlin. My guess is this character is gonna likely be a friend of who we finished off drawing last stream. I don't think we ever came up with a name for that character though. Ooh. Yeah. This is gonna be a bit interesting to draw. However, with the skin tone, I've seen this hairstyle go with the skin tone that we got for a number of times, so... Okay, decision to make. I have got to decide whether I re-roll the color, whether I go for a different color, seeing as... Ooh. Maybe? Huh. I may go for a different color. If I wind up with the same color again, I'll go with it, but... Ooh, Okay, so, question for you all. I have got a question. Which color should I go with? The one I just paused on? Or the one that we had before? I'm leaving it up to you guys to decide, because it's gonna be challenging. The first one we got. Blue and yellow. Hang on, I need to... I'm getting this because I'm like... Queen? I'm doing this primarily because I think either your monitor's got something hinky with it, or... Wait a minute. My brain interprets this as and it calls this a purple, not a blue. However, you are correct. Yes, no, I know. It was more my brain was like, this is a purple, not a blue. No, this is a blue. Would this be an indigo? Would this color be referred to as indigo specifically, I think? I think these may be indigos. Huh. Anyways. What are you talking about the previous color? That never happened. I see only one. I see only one color here. One color palette. Don't know what you're talking about there having been a previous one. Nah. Merge it down. This group needs to shrink. and move over to here. Okay, so. Hang on. Let's just make sure that that's everything. I'm fairly certain that's the end. Yep. Okay, so. Figuring out a pose. What sort of pose to go for this character? Think. Let's see. Actually, you know what? Pose references. No. Thought I set I thought I set this to be the no AI DuckDuckGo. May. I'm gonna need to do that later. I'm saving time by looking up a pose this time, okay? And you guys are actually getting to see me picking this out. Ooh. I'm wanting to go full body for the first one. Or maybe full body. I want to go full body actually, yeah, because we have an entire outfit. No, not that one. One of these, maybe? Kind of feeling this one. Insert as reference. So. I can't edit this in a way that crops it, I don't think. Ooh! Didn't realize there was an opacity aspect to the reference tool. Nice. So that's option A for the pose. Let's see. I do also feel this one as well. Okay, so which pose to go with. Do we go with this one here? Or this one to the side? The brain's getting scattered. That's not good. I will say I may only do one OC this stream, and then I may just go on to sketching because of how scattered my brain is, and just doing a whole heap of random doodles and stuff. So, hey Tragedy, welcome in. Or should I say, General Kenobi? I'm gonna go with this reference for this character, so let's start, well, this pose for this character, so let's begin. I'm doing good there, Comedy. Thanks for asking. How about you? How's your day going? Hope it's going well. Yeah, I'm an artist. That's kind of why I'm doing the stream. I drew my PNG tuber myself. It was a while ago now. I am considering doing a new one soon. Maybe. May pivot to using a fully fledged VTuber though. Not sure, that will take time. Okay, my brain's very much scattered brain today. Glad you're doing good. Okay, so looking at how this reference is done, we go. Did I select? No, I'm just not on a layer. Cool. Everyone has their strengths and weaknesses, and most things are learnt. Like, I found that doing traditional art for a while helped me get a understanding of the basics and limitations of pencil. That also is why the brush I use is a pencil one rather than going for the digital straight line, and most of my finals line art is done in a way to make it look like it is traditionally using a pencil. It's fine. It's fine, Comedy. That this curves this way a bit. It's not exactly perfectly rounded. Gotta have the ears visible because we got earrings to draw as well. So top there, nose. See you, comedy. Have a good rest of your time zone. Going off of here now, slump down to here. It is a bit difficult, but it also is important to challenge yourself from time to time, Pigeon. If every pose that I did was easy, I would not improve. Nope, that's come forwards a bit too much. These need to be relatively flat on the ground together. And actually, you know what? Yeah, nope, box. Sitting on a box now. So you got... I'm not making that correction because I will be here all day if I keep correcting, trying to get the exact pose. No, the pose I did not get in the pause challenge. I picked the pose for this challenge. After I got all of these, I picked the pose that I felt like would be a good pose for the sort of character it felt like we had gotten. Thank goodness the ankles are gonna be wind up being covered by these, because these ankles are not good. Oh no, the hands are wait, the hands are, I just realized that are gonna be a pain. Head's a bit too high up. As color's a bit too big, if I'm being honest. Maybe a bit too big. Maybe. What next to... Oh wait, that's a race again. I also realize now this head's too tilted down. Thinking. I know how. Let's first figure out the way. Okay, so eyes. Looking up. Put the mouth here. Bottom of ears here. And this needs to be up a bit more. Okay, I think I've got the pose down as best I am gonna get it. Okay, all of these need to go into here. Doop doop. There we go. Now grabbing this, moving it down, and coming in. Skin. Skin details. Clothes. Eyes. Mouth. I think next was these? Nope, it's eyebrows. Eyebrows, mouth, hair, colors. There we go. All of those. Hey Isaac, welcome in. Oh, and you gotta go. See ya at the same time. Da, 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 da. Okay, so let's get these clothes blocked in. The reason I labeled these is so that I can move this layer. Okay, so I will say recently I recently saw the concepting stage of Pearl's design or her Pantheon SMP character, so I'm thinking I'm gonna follow a similar method for that. Okay, so first things first. Color L-E-T-T-E U brush do do da da da. Actually, let's make a vector layer for this one. Color L-E-T-T-E. So let's first go with the square. Da-da. Da-da-da. Da-da-da-da-da. Da-da-da. Do, do, do. Ba-da-da. And I'll just disable the skin layer and the line art. Hey Purple, welcome in. No outline. Getting that. Do this. Nope. The path. Or more actually, these ones need to come down. Do, do. Here we go. How you doing, Purple? Du, 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 du. Du, 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 du. Path. Menu, don't repeat. Reset. And that is supposed to be that color. Okay. I think that's pretty close to that one. Hey, Minnow Mayo. Welcome in. Right now we're working out what the color palettes for this is, and I'm realizing I don't need the gradient now. Just can be flat. Okay, so now to kind of over the top of this, close. Oh wait, no, brush. How are you guys doing? What to do? This is the dark color. Probably gonna do the dark color in the darker places. So, shoes, hat, maybe this. I have an idea. Okay, let's grab you. Grab this brush. Maybe? That's too big. Still too big, but closer. There we go. Overlay. Just so we can still see the feet. This comes down to about here. Let's figure this out. How we're gonna interpret. I know how to do this in a safer work sort of way. Because otherwise this would not be a safer work outfit and I should not have been... This for trying to decide, should this be, and actually make this normal. Up, we're approaching the first hour mark, which means that that an ad break is approaching us. So apologies to those on not YouTube, on Twitch. You guys are about to get ads, but we will pause for you. Don't worry. Just doing that has me reconsidering. Shoes absolutely should be the darker color. I like the hat being a dark color as well. So okay, so dark hair. However, I think this color going for the top is a better idea. And here's kind of why. Oh, there's ads. Everyone get up, stretch your legs, get yourself something to drink. Did finish my cup of tea. Ba-ba-ba. Da, 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 da. Welcome back, everyone. Thinking. Thinking. Hang on. I had a thought on something I was gonna say. Why do thoughts always get caught in the wind when you're trying to hold on to them? The thought I had was clearing that because I'm not getting anything coherent down for the outfits. So instead, return to pencil. Let's figure out how this outfit is actually going to be flowing here. Should also probably get in basic shapes as well. For example, the brim of the hat. Da, da, da. That's actually you and you. Let's increase the size of this so I actually have the capacity to get the detail I'm trying to get into this. Kind of block. Sketch. Pose. Face. Oh, whoops. Hang on. Get that back off that layer. Doop. It blends in. It's fine. Actually, wait, no, that's on the right layer. This is difficult. Okay, let's see. Hey, Jenga, I will just quickly grab that for you. Since it... There you go. Oh, and I accidentally sent that in the Twitch again, even though it's pinned. There you go. The boss challenge. These are the results I've gotten and I'm working with. Let's try and get the eyes better shaped. I think the eyes are too big. Let's get 1,000. Whoops. Okay, so that's that. Need to remember there's also... Let's actually go to... Thinking, spacing a little bit, sorry. So that's how we get now it comes down to just above where this ends. Like, this is the dress, sort of, thing. But I'm wanting this to be a bit bigger, so that's it. How high up do those go? They come up to here. What sort of shoes? There we go. Some sort of shoe. Let's see. Dark. Let's. Oh, the shoes actually need a bit more. Come up to here. Maybe a short stream today. I haven't not got a lot of energy, it seems. And I apologize for that. Okay, so first things first. We also, well, obviously not first things first, but right now, moving the skin reference over. Ah! Don't move. There we go. Now, this is on top of this full color palette, so let's grab color grab. Brush color grab U. Just quickly come up, back the layer. Oh wait, hang on. Oh, but that's building blocks. This is the one I'm meaning to grab. C, B. Cool. Grab you. What I don't get is why there isn't an eye drop for here. Let's do that. Come up here and then swap that in for this one. And then come over and remove that. There we go. Now, this one, unlike the others, also gets here. Because we're needing to get the light in as well. So you group light. Let's call this palms. Colors. You. Hey, Robin Gold. Galaditz. That's how that's pronounced, right? Robin Galaditz? Ah. Not amazing. Blushing. How are you doing today? I also need to do the hands. Well, the other hand, I should say. Oh, Robin Gale edits. Okay. Hey, thanks for letting me know, Robin. Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. Heck yeah. Congrats on the college. I very much understand that being hectic. Very much glad. Why am I stumbling over words? I'm doing alright. I'm more drained on energy than I thought I was, so the stream's gonna be a shorter one rather than having a few more hours. When it hits, it's gonna have an hour more rather than 3 hours more. I think I've done that math correctly in my head. We'll see. He's also a kind of too prominent. Then hands are always difficult. Heck yeah. Thanks. And there's plenty of VODs backlogged on YouTube, which you're on. So if you ever just need something to put on in the background, you can always put something on. Figuring out where this thumb on this hand goes. Hands, painful to draw hands. I'm challenging myself to not go and get an exact digital reference. And just try and do this from my brain for once in a while. It's always good to do that sort of test. So you're aware, this is not my usual style. When I usually do eyes, they are more something akin to this sort of shape. It's just... this is what I got for the reference for this pause challenge. See you, Robin. You have a good night as well. I hope you sleep well. Hands, painful to draw hand. We do so enjoy figuring out how hands work. Bye. I think that's as good as I'm gonna get the hands, at least for this pose, without getting quite detailed exact hand references. So I'm gonna leave it at that. Now to base colors again. Grab that, come in here. Actually, there we go. Skin, well, that now has all three. Let's come in and get this right. Grab this. These are a bit darker. Oh, the joints are really. Bit of blush. Let's get that in before we go and put in the whites of the eyes and teeth. Let's do this. Clean up a bit. This, not gonna be as visible because of how I've done the hands, but still, it's a detail that needs to be remembered. Palms are a bit lighter. Well, quite a bit lighter. What the heck? Just gonna do that. I may want to move that line forwards a bit, so anywhere else that there's that lightness? No. Okay. Now grab a slightly grayed white and put it in here. I may give an eye color. I may not. I need to decide on that while I work on other aspects. Let's get to yellow. Let's get to a lightly gray yellow. Here you got teeth. Because the teeth, this is more of an ivory color, which is good. Let's grab the darker color as well and just darken the lips a bit. Nose isn't, I'm no longer happy with. Need to darken the nose a little bit. At the tip. Ah, nope, wrong layer. There we go. As well as in here. Go in with it darker for shaded areas. Nope, wrong. Should not be erasing. Grab that color here. Just come it in. Gently brush away at any dark spots that aren't desired. Like coming down the nose a bit. Well, okay, I need to decide what color to do the hair next. Because since it's such a big poof, it needs to actually have good color chemistry with the brown of the skin. see, how does that look? Maybe? However, that does look a bit concerning. Purple? Maybe. Or this indigo, I should say. Let's put it in and see how it looks. Color dyed eyebrows. Where's the hit? There it is. Need to actually make that an obvious. Let's first get this. No, wait, hang on. I can just use that for the earrings. And actually here as well. Because what else could those be? let's get the dark color and come in and put it where it needs to go. This is the dark one, right? Yep. Okay, good. I had just noticed that that was going on, and I was like, oh no, have I been doing this on both layers or just one? This one. Still want it to be on this. Oh, we're closing in on the next ad break. So just a heads up to everyone who isn't subbed on Twitch. This is your early warning. I'm realizing this should also probably be coming out a bit more. There feels accurate. So now I get rid of here, and the parts I didn't mean to erase. Now, I think this color. Doesn't feel as bad in this area now, since we have that. So we have that color here. Let's see how. Oh wait, hang on. We also gotta do it down here. Do there. What color are we gonna do the socks? Out of what we have access to. I feel like this color is the right color to go for, because it means that your attention won't get forcibly pulled to anything that. Yep, okay, pausing for ads. And getting up to stretch. Remember to get water, everyone. I need to rework. I need to work a bit on the color adjustments for the eyes and mouth, specifically the teeth, because they, looking over at the small, looking up here, you can tell just how much those pop out, and that's too much. They pop out too much. What color am I going to do the cap? I had been thinking of doing it the dark color. However, with I may try doing the either gold or the light purple there now. See if that helps balance out the head area, because right now the light indigo. Welcome back from the ads. I'm just talking about all the color theory of what color to do the cap, because I noticed that up here that the eyes and mouth kind of jump out too much. So I'm trying to figure out what I should do to either fix that before I try doing a different color selection. So let's get these socks in first. Or ankle warmers. Also, with that ad breaker over, we're probably half an hour until the end of stream, so just giving that heads up. Okay, so that's there, grab that. That's actually, yeah, no, it's a shaded area, so come in, get slightly shade the underside. This shows that I need more line up to there. Grab that color again, come in, fix those spots. Let's see. Let's do this on a separate layer as well, so I can easily change it out. Let's see, how much pop does this give? I'm definitely gonna be fixing up the line art once I've got this popped in, because that's too thick. Sketch. Erase. Let's thin things out up here a bit. This also needs to be a dark color, so I'll grab the dark of the hair and lightly use that as a shading color. Oh wait, no, wrong layer. That's to here. Black sketch. That's not feeling right, having that line there. That needs to be... That needs to shift to here. Okay, let's see. It's helped, but not enough. So first things first. So that means I'm gonna need to darken the white of the eyes and likely give some shading to the teeth. Let's merge it in. Oh wait, no, wrong layer. This is the layer I'm merging in. Come in here, get the dark purple in. Come in, get that. go. Now these areas. Let's try. Orange. That's not changing. Let's see. Does it pops less if I do that color a bit? Let's see the eye color. Let's make this a cooler color. Increase it by 3. Decrease there. Is that better? Not quite. It needs to stay looking white while also we're not popping it out too much. Okay, I think I've gotten the eyes right. That's too much. That's gotten better. I think that smile is just gonna look iffy to me, because I don't do grins for a reason, for the most part, because they add so much white to the mouth, to the head area. Actually, let's grab the darkest, come in, view. Bring that down to 10 again. Oh my goodness. Oh yeah, there's also scars I gotta put in. I completely forgot about the scars. Okay, so I've got... Let's actually come up here, add a checklist layer. Checklist. Make it red. Done ears, done hair. Need to make a lot of detail in there. But still, it's done. Done brows, done mouth, done eyes, done skin, done clothes. So yeah, right now I just need to get the scars in. Okay, so ones that would be visible. Let's grab this. Come in here, add a layer. Scars. And come in. What's it? I may need to give these more of a red to their hue. No, the red was a mistake. Let's see, grab that. Let's see. I may need to look at dark skin scarring. I just know it lightens. From what I know, it only lightens. Okay, so there's also gonna be... I'll just use this to mark out the scars for now. And then I will come in and... modify them as needed. Up here's hidden. Scar that will be in the side is hidden. The scar on the ankle is hidden. Okay. So, thankfully, not that many scars are actually visible. Now, just gonna quickly look up. Let's see. Dark skin scarring. Does it actually? No. Ooh. Okay. It doesn't necessarily. Ooh. Okay. So good. I've got them marked out. Growing scars on brown / dark skin. Cool. I've got a reference now. Bone scars and cut scars. Okay. Very glad I looked this up. I'm not wanting a human stab. I'm wanting age finished scar, burns of marble, dirt, and look. Okay. Okay, so this wrong. However, it's good for marking out where the scars are on dark skin and where they're gonna go. Time to add another color to the colors. Let's add an overlay layer. And come in with that. Adjust. That's kind of good. Let's come in. Why are you not going away? There we go. Delete. There, that's cleared. Okay. So, 1, 2. Let's bring this up to being red, because the one consistency across people is that blood is red, and that is what's used to repair scars. Well, repair skin. So, this feels right. Like this makes for good scar colors over here. So let's also just quickly move this down. And we're gonna be group it. Control G. It's overlaid to just the scar layer now. And scars. This layer becomes a normal, and then this one becomes overlay. Get it down down, I can adjust it, but I have the right color at least. Actually, before that, do this. That looks like fresh to me. However, let's come in. Because it's not fresh scars that I'm wanting to do. I'm wanting to do ones that have started to heal. So, that there, bring it down. Looking at this reference I have that explains scars, I'd say that is good. It basically I will get this up and I will just quickly share this to myself and get it into here so that I can explain why it is that I've made this change. That. I figured that I'm glad that I thought to look up, because that could have been potentially offensive, and I don't want to be offensive. I want to get this right. Copy image, image copied, paste. There we go. Getting this all the way to the top. Let's see. Let's actually have a look at this. Nope. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. No, it's only pixelated because I moved it. Cool. Okay, so. Or more accurately, I was zoomed out when I put it in, and then I zoomed in. Cool. Apply. Okay, so. Where is that? Okay, so raised scars can look this way. That is not what I'm wanting to do. I think I will get other opinions off stream and stuff, but I think. But right now, I think that's as good as I'm gonna get without getting external input into this. And getting opinions on what to change. Cause, hang on, just remembered, I need to add the shading to the undersides of the cap. Push. Grab that. Alright, brush type. Come in. Come in there. Get that. There we go. That should do it. Yeah. And just in time to end stream. Well. Thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I have yet to figure out what game I'm going to be doing it on Thursday. I could be returning to Blueprints, I am not sure yet. I will see how I'm doing mentally towards the end of tomorrow. And then if you want a heads up on what it is, go subscribe on the YouTube. I usually schedule streams over there with the night before, so that people have time to decide whether they want to watch what I'm doing that day. But otherwise, I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. I hope everyone has a great rest of their week. Until we meet again.